Did you see what just happened? LeBron James just exposed the disgusting corruption in the WNBA.
This is a dark night for the WNBA, literally rigged Game 5 of the finals.
LeBron James himself has called out the league, accusing them of a rigged ending to the final game. And when LeBron James has something to say, the entire sports world pays attention. Stay tuned till the end as I explain what just went down and why the internet and LeBron are blowing up. Let's start. It's the last seconds of regulation time in the WNBA finals, and the Lynx are holding a slim lead up by 2 points. The arena is practically vibrating with tension, and fans are on the edge of their seats. Breanna Stewart, the star of the Liberty, grabs the ball. She's got just seconds to make something happen. Now, all eyes are glued to her as she makes her move, dribbling down the court. But wait, hold on. Is that a travel? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps without a single dribble. That's a travel, plain and simple. The rules couldn't be clearer, folks. But the refs, they're silent. Not a single whistle to be heard. Stewart heads straight to the hoop as if she's got her own personal travel pass. And just when you think this can't get any crazier, Stewart goes up for the shot. If you think that's too much, wait till you see this. Alana Smith of the Lynx steps up, playing tight defense, trying to stop Stewart's shot. It's split-second action here, and Stewart releases the ball, but then, bam! The ref blows the whistle. The arena goes dead silent. Everyone is holding their breath, wondering what just happened. And then it hits. The ref calls a foul on Smith.
Breanna Stewart traveled, missed the shot, and in that moment, the refs got the call in their earpieces from Uncle Paulie to bail out the NY Liberty and put Stewart at the line. When NBA players are calling you out for the officiating, you know you rigged the game.
Are you kidding me? A foul call in the final seconds of the WNBA finals. You could practically hear the collective gasp from the Lynx fans, while Liberty fans go wild, cheering like they just hit the jackpot. It's chaos. And the refs? They huddle up, heads together like they're deciding the fate of the WNBA universe. It feels like hours until they come back, and the call stands. Stewart's heading to the free throw line with a chance to tie the game, and as if that wasn't enough, the refs later justified the call by saying Smith wasn't in a legal guarding position. Seriously? Legal guarding position? I don't know about you, but that's not exactly a term you hear in a casual game at the local gym, or even at professional games on a regular basis. It's got fans scratching their heads, seasoned players looking baffled, and social media was in an absolute uproar. LeBron James himself couldn't let it slide. He took to social media, and let's just say he didn't hold back.
I'm sorry, but that wasn't a foul. Let the damn players dictate the outcome of a close battle tested game.
LeBron James, the LeBron James, didn't just watch the game. He was fired up and ready to speak his mind. He called out the foul, saying that it wasn't a legitimate call and that the refs should allow the players to play their game instead of their foul play. And when King James decides to call out your league, it's not something you can just sweep under the rug. He blasted the refs, calling the final call rigged and criticizing the WNBA for letting this happen. LeBron's words hit the sports world like a slam dunk right in the middle of controversy. And then we've got Cheryl Reeve, head coach of the Lynx, who's usually the picture of calm and collected. Well, not this time. Reeve was angry. Her voice practically shook as she called out the refs for one of the most questionable calls in WNBA finals history.
Cheryl Reeve unprompted in the press conference. I know the headlines will be Reeve calls foul. Bring it on, because that shit was stolen from us. Contact should be the same for both teams. It's not that hard. It's disappointing.
She demanded consistency, saying, if you're going to call it one way, then call it the same way on both ends. It's clear Reeve feels this was more than just a bad call. She's accusing the league of something far worse. But here's where it gets really interesting. Let's talk free throws. You'd think in a high-stakes game like this, both teams would get a fair shot at the line, right? Wrong. By the final buzzer, the Liberty had taken 25 free throws. Yep, 25. While the Lynx had only managed 8. That's over 3 times as many chances for the Liberty. It's like giving someone a head start in a sprint and expecting the competition to be fair. Basketball experts are saying that a disparity like this doesn't just influence the game, it decides it. When one team is getting every break, every whistle, every chance at the line, it's only a matter of time before the other team's spirit is broken. It's almost as if the WNBA was setting things up to make sure one team came out on top no matter what. And fans, they're not happy, to say the least. Veteran analysts such as Jason Whitlock are calling it the worst officiated game in WNBA history, and they might have a point. Social media is blowing up with more talk about the refs than the actual champions.
I hate jumping on the rigged bandwagon because it's so overused, but that WNBA Finals game was rigged, 100%. It's undeniable.
The narrative the WNBA wanted, a glorious end to an intense season, has been completely drowned out by accusations of a fixed game. Even the Liberty's own fans are shocked by how blatantly the calls went their way. And when you've got someone like LeBron James pointing fingers at your league, it's not just about one game anymore. The integrity of the entire WNBA is now under a microscope, with NBA stars and commentators alike weighing in. This isn't just a simple missed call. This is becoming a full-blown scandal that has fans and players questioning if the WNBA's finals were even fair.
I have to agree. That game was rigged. The WNBA wanted Liberty to win so bad.
But you've got to hand it to Cheryl Reeve. This is a coach who doesn't just care about winning, she cares about fairness. She's risking her reputation, possibly even fines, just to speak her truth. Reeve demanded that the WNBA address this injustice and make sure it never happens again. This isn't a coach complaining about a loss. This is someone fighting for the heart of the game.
WNBA coach humiliated, claiming WNBA finals were rigged.
So what does this mean for the WNBA? Right now, they're facing some hard truths. With social media swamped by accusations, players calling out cheating, and LeBron James himself labeling the finals as rigged. This isn't something they can sweep under the rug. The league has no choice. They're going to have to address this, and fast, if they want to salvage any integrity in the eyes of fans. Imagine if the Super Bowl or NBA Finals ended like this. Massive backlash, fans accusing the refs of throwing the game, and players openly calling it rigged. The WNBA's got a crisis on its hands, and let's be real, they cannot afford this bad PR. Instead of celebrating a season finale, they're facing a legitimacy crisis that's turned their finals into a full-on soap opera. The WNBA's finals should have been a celebration, a crowning moment for the league. Instead, it's turned into a circus, with fans questioning if they even saw a fair game. And now, with people like LeBron James openly calling out the league on social media, the WNBA is officially in damage control mode. They're scrambling to salvage whatever they can of their reputation, but honestly, it might be too little, too late. And not only fans and analysts, but even NBA players like Damian Lillard and Isaiah Thomas have spoken out against the supposed rigging that occurred in the WNBA Finals. Great game! Damian's clapbacks are dripping with sarcasm for the WNBA authorities, and rightfully so. Social media has been wild, to say the least, and honestly, they might have a point. People are talking more about the refs and the controversial calls than about the Liberty's championship win. Imagine your season ending in a big celebration, only for the conversation to be hijacked by accusations of cheating. Not exactly the legacy the WNBA wanted for this season, huh? And it's not just the fans. Analysts are digging deep into the impact this could have on the league's credibility. When you have high-profile games ending like this, with questionable calls and a shocking free throw disparity, it casts a long shadow over the entire league. The WNBA has worked for years to build respect and credibility, and now all of that is on the line. This finals controversy has put them in a position where every call and every game will be scrutinized from here on out. You can bet the league's top brass are feeling the heat right now. This isn't just a matter of issuing a "we'll review the officiating" statement and moving on. The WNBA is facing a full-blown PR nightmare, with fans, players, and even NBA superstars questioning the league's integrity. If they don't handle this right, they could be in for a rough season next year. Lynx fans are fired up too. They're calling for justice, demanding an investigation into the officiating, and standing by their team, which they feel was unfairly robbed of a fair shot. For them, this isn't just about one game. This is about fair play and respect for the sport. And the fact that the WNBA hasn't responded with a clear answer, that silence is just adding fuel to the fire. So where does the WNBA go from here? Analysts are suggesting that the league needs to take a hard look at its officiating practices, perhaps even bring in a third-party review system to ensure fair play in high-stakes games. Some are even calling for more transparency in officiating to avoid incidents like this in the future. Many have even called for the resignation of WNBA Commissioner Engelbert due to her blatant inaction on player safety and repeated fair play violations. If the WNBA is serious about gaining fan trust, they need to take action, and fast. So there you have it, a finals ending mired in controversy, with the king himself, LeBron James, stepping in to call out the league. The WNBA wanted a memorable season finale, but I don't think this is the kind of memory they were hoping to create. The pressure is on the WNBA to fix this mess before it becomes a stain on the league's legacy. But the question is, will they be able to clean it up? Or is this just the beginning of a much bigger problem? What do you think? Was this finals rigged, or was it just a case of bad officiating? Should the WNBA review this game and potentially overturn the result? Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest updates on this breaking story.